You want to know why people don't take you seriously? It's not because you're quiet. It's not because you don't have good things to say. It's because of how you speak. Most men talk too fast, too soft, too apologetic. They bury every sentence under, sorry, I just think, and then wonder why no one listens. Here's the brutal truth. The louder you try to be, the less people respect you. Respect doesn't come from volume, it comes from weight. And today, I'll show you exactly how to make every word you speak hit like a hammer. Picture this. A man starts talking in a group. He's rushing his words, stumbling over himself. He keeps looking around to check if people are nodding. I think, maybe, I'm not sure. You don't even hear what he's saying. All you feel is secondhand embarrassment because his voice is telling you one thing loud and clear: don't take me seriously. Now imagine the opposite. A man speaks slowly. He doesn't rush. He doesn't fill the air just to kill silence. He pauses, lets his words land. And when he looks at you, it's steady, grounded. He says his point once, then he shuts up. That man could say something simple like, "We're leaving now," and suddenly everyone listens. Why? Because authority isn't in the words, it's in the delivery. Your words are currency. If you flood the market with cheap change, no one values it. But when you speak rarely, deliberately, with control, every word becomes gold. So once again, I want to emphasize the shift that you must understand. People don't respect the man who talks the most. They respect the man who makes them feel the weight of what he says. And you don't need to be loud to do it. In fact, the man who speaks quietly, but with conviction, commands more respect than the one who shouts to be heard. So you can also look at it this way. Paradoxically, the more you want to be heard, the fewer people will want to listen to you. Okay, now you know the theory. So how do you actually build that kind of presence in your voice? What specific habits can turn your words from background noise into something people can't ignore? Let's get into that now. Let's get practical. If you want people to instantly respect what comes out of your mouth, you need to kill the weak habits most men don't even notice. First of all, cut the filler. Every time you start with, sorry, I just think, you're lowering your status. You're begging for permission to speak. Stop. Say what you mean. Drop the training wheels. Habit number 2, pause with power. Weak men are terrified of silence. They rush to fill every gap with noise. But a confident, high-value man, he knows silence is pressure. He says something, then lets it hang. And people lean in, waiting for the next line. Habit number 3, lower your tone, slow your pace. A high-pitched, rushed voice screams insecurity. A calm, steady, low tone signals dominance. Of course, in this case, you cannot completely ignore what nature has given you. However, the point is to make the most of what you already have. You don't have to fake a deep voice. You just need to breathe from your chest and slow down. Calm men control the room. Habit number 4, say it once. Never repeat yourself unless you want to sound unsure. Speak it, own it. Let it stand. If people didn't get it the first time, that's their problem. Your job is to deliver with conviction, not to beg for understanding. Now think about this for a second. How many times have you weakened your own words by rushing, apologizing, or softening them? And how would your life change if, from today, every word you spoke carried weight? Because here's the truth, the way you talk is a mirror of the way you live. If your speech is scattered, insecure, and needy, it's because your mind is too. But if your speech is sharp, slow, and confident, it's because you've trained yourself to live that way. But here's the catch. There is one more element without which everything we've discussed so far will not bring the expected results. You can master all the techniques in the world, cut the filler, slow your tone, pause with power, and still, people won't respect you. Why? Because respect doesn't just come from words, it comes from presence. And if your presence doesn't match your speech, you'll be exposed instantly. You can master all the techniques and watch thousands of videos on how to talk to people, but if your presence doesn't back it up, people will feel the lie, and respect will vanish. Because presence is the frame that holds your words, and without it, you're just another guy trying to sound confident. So what does real presence look like? It's stillness. Most men fidget, tap their feet, adjust their clothes, smile nervously. That energy screams weakness. But the man who can stand still, calm, relaxed, composed, radiates power without saying a word. It's also eye contact, not a stare down, not aggression, just steady, grounded focus. When you look someone in the eye without flinching, you tell them, "I'm here. I'm not hiding. I'm not afraid." That's respect in its purest form. And finally, it's economy of movement. It may sound complicated, but don't worry. Weak men over-gesture, they wave their arms, they laugh too loudly, they try too hard. Strong men, they move less, and when they do, it means something. And here's the hidden truth. Presence comes from your life, not just your body. If you're living without purpose, chasing validation, running from discipline, no matter how you try to perform, people will feel the emptiness behind your words. But if you're living with mission, discipline, and standards, your presence sharpens. You don't need to act confident. You are confident, and every word you speak carries that weight. That's why people respect calm men instantly, because calm is rare, calm is dangerous, calm makes people wonder, what does he know? What has he seen? What makes him so unshakable? So here's my challenge to you, brother. From today, stop wasting words. Kill the filler, lower your tone, slow your pace, speak once, then shut up, and let your silence do the heavy lifting. Because when you master your speech and back it with presence, people don't just listen, they respect you, they follow you, and they never forget you. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to show some love by leaving a like. Write, "I am ready to be respected" in the comments if you feel that now is the right time for a change. And if you want to continue growing, join our brotherhood by clicking the subscribe button and the bell to stay up to date. Until next time, brother.